Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and to another video where today, as you can tell, it's very dark right now. It's just gone 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm about to jump in a taxi over to Manchester Airport to get a flight over to Berlin. I'll explain a bit more about the video once we get over there, but super excited for this one. And yeah, we'll see you once we get over to Germany. Okay, so hello from Berlin. Touchdown about 2 hours ago. It's the first chance I've had to speak to you guys. You'll have seen the airport and getting on the trains and everything. But might as well tell you what this video is actually about. So staying in Berlin for a few days, and it's a bit of a secret football utopia. There's about 47 different clubs in Berlin, whether that be professional or lower league ethnic clubs. Obviously not going to get a chance to see all of those while I'm here, but I thought I'd show you a few of the more interesting ones and the more notable ones. And first stop on the list is Union Berlin. Okay, so we're here at the Stadion an der Alten Forestry. Sorry to any Germans watching, absolutely butchered that pronunciation and probably continue to do so throughout this video, but it's a 22,012 capacity stadium, opened in 1920, and it's the single largest purpose-built football stadium in the whole of Berlin. So let's have a little bit of a look around and I'll tell you a bit more. Okay, so here's a bit of history about the club, all in German, so not going to be able to understand any of it, but if we come round the other side here, there's a little bit in English. It says that the stadium's been the home of Union Berlin since the 7th of August 1920. A bit more information about it there, but the team were founded in 1966, and like I said, they've played here continuously since the stadium opened in 1920. But let's go have a look around a bit more. Okay, so here it is, the home of Union Berlin, the Stadion an der Alten Forestry. As you saw before, probably butchered that name again, but as you saw before, I had to walk through a little forest area to get to the ground. Stadium's famous for that. See a statue here as well. Get a bit closer to that. But this club is famous for the 2,300 fans who famously volunteered to carry out redevelopment work on the stadium in 2009, and in 2004 fans even donated blood to Berlin hospitals and gave money that they received from the blood banks back to their club in order to help secure the club's license for 4th division football, and they are currently 5th in the Bundesliga. So they've overtaken, at the moment anyway, Hertha Berlin as the biggest or most successful sort of at the moment club in Berlin, who we'll see probably tomorrow. But yeah, let's have a little bit more of a look around the ground, and then we'll get going on to our next ground, which is SV Tasmania Berlin. Okay, so we're just coming up here to the stadium of SV Tasmania Berlin, as you can see here. SV Tasmania Berlin, the Werner Seelenbinder Sports Park. So again, let's go and have a little bit more of a look around the ground, and I'll tell you a bit more about this club. Okay, so as I said before, this is a home of SV Tasmania Berlin, who are actually a Phoenix club of SC Tasmania 1900. I'll tell you a bit more about them in a sec, but SV were founded in 1973 and they play here at the 3,000 capacity Werner Seelenbinder Sports Park, and they currently play in the Oberliga Nord, which is the 5th division of German football. I'm not sure if we can actually get in here. We'll have a quick look, but if not, stay outside and I'll tell you a bit more about SC Tasmania 1900, which was the old club. Yeah, look, you can actually get into the ground here, which is pretty cool. Okay, so as I said before, I'll take you around the ground now. We can have a look around. It's completely open to the public, it seems, but this is the home of SV Tasmania Berlin, who, as I said before, compete in the 5th tier of German football. And they're the Phoenix club of SC Tasmania 1900, who, some people will probably know this, hold the unfortunate distinction of being the worst team in Bundesliga history. A bit about them. So they joined the Bundesliga for the 1965-66 season after Tennis Borussia Berlin, who I'm hoping will visit tomorrow, failed to reach the Bundesliga via the regular promotion, and Spandau SV, hope I'm saying that right, refused the offer of promotion. So SC Tasmania took the call and joined the Bundesliga to be Berlin's representative for the 1965-66 season. So, as I just said then, they hold the dubious distinction of being the worst Bundesliga team in history. Got a few bits of information here. So they only won 2 games all season. They have the fewest points in Bundesliga in a full season of 8. They have the most defeats in a Bundesliga season with 28. They're the only Bundesliga team to be without an away win in a season, and they have the longest winless streak of 31 games, which span from the 14th of August 1965 to the 21st of May 1966. That was almost beaten recently by Schalke, who failed to win 30 consecutive games between January 2020 and January of 2021. And they are therefore the 56th out of 56th worst team in the whole of Bundesliga standings. Okay, so absolutely fascinating to be able to look round the stadium of SV Tasmania Berlin and learn a bit more about the club and the old club as well, who, as I said before, hold the distinction of being the worst Bundesliga team in history. Really interesting stuff, but I think that's me done for today. Looked around all of the clubs in East Berlin that I wanted to. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at some more clubs over in West Berlin where I'm staying. So yeah, going to leave it for today, but we'll see you tomorrow when we're in West Berlin. Okay, so hello guys, good morning from Berlin. It's the next day now, Sunday, and this morning I want to do something that wasn't in the original plan, but as I said in the start of the video, yesterday. There's so many football teams in Berlin, and today I want to show you the most local one to where I'm staying, just to sort of prove that they are everywhere. But yeah, we're just about to get there now, walking through a bit of a park forested area. But yeah, we'll show you the club in just a second. Okay, so we found it. Look, it says "Welcome in der Jungfernheit," which again, sorry, butchered that pronunciation to any German viewers. I think it means welcome to, and the stadium is called the Jungfernheit, and it's the stadium of SC West End 1901, and it looks to be just there, about 200 metres away. So we're going to go find it and hopefully have a bit of a look around. Okay, so here it is, guys. Stadium of SC West End 1901. Looks open, so let's see if we can have a bit of a look around. Okay, so this is a ground of SC West End 1901, which are the closest team to where I'm staying, but don't really know much about them. But they play here at the Jungfernheit Stadium, which has, it says, a capacity of 3,000, but honestly I doubt it would hold that. Obviously none of it's seated, it's just a pretty standard sort of Sunday league ground, and they play in the Kreisliga A Berlin, which is the 9th tier of German football. I think they are pretty much the German equivalent of Sunday League. Some players warming up over there, don't think you can see, but they do have a game today at, I believe it's 10:30. Not really got time to stay for that, as I've got to go see some more stadiums. But yeah, let's move on, and we're going to go and see next, I think, tennis Borussia Berlin or Hertha Berlin, one of the two, but that's when we'll see you next. Okay, so just got off the train at the station for the Olympiastadion, and we're just going to go up to the ground now. Been here before a few years ago, so I recognise where we are, but it should be just around here. Not that you can miss it anyway. So the Olympiastadion, here it is. You can't get in as there's currently no football being played in Germany at the moment, with it being the winter break, but you can see it a bit better through the gates here. I was hoping to be able to take you around the grounds and have a look, but as with last time when I came here about 3 years ago, it is closed. But I'll just walk around the sort of outside bit and tell you a bit. But Hertha Berlin, very famous, as you'll know, historically the biggest team in Berlin. They've been German champions twice, in 1930 and 1931, and they obviously play here at the Olympiastadion, which has a capacity of 74,475. It's an absolutely huge stadium. Obviously it was used for the Olympics before it hosted football, and they've played here since 1963, and they are currently 15th in the Bundesliga. They're not doing too well. They haven't done too well for a while, in truth, and they're just above the relegation playoff places. But yeah, that is the Olympia Stadion. I was hoping to have a look around properly, but you know, you've seen it from the outside. It's an absolutely massive stadium. But yeah, going to move on now to the final team on the list that I wanted to see while I was here, which is Tennis Borussia Berlin. Okay, so getting pretty close to the home of Tennis Borussia Berlin now, as you can see off in the distance there. But really looking forward to this one. As you know, I put on Twitter I was going to try and get to a game here, but unfortunately they moved it to the day before I arrived. So yeah, looking forward to seeing the stadium, and we'll see you when we get there in just a second. Okay, so here we are at the Stadion, the home of Tennis Borussia Berlin, has a capacity of 15,005, and they currently play in the Regionalliga Nord, which is a fourth tier of German football. They were formed in 1902, originally named, and I'm going to absolutely butcher this pronunciation once again, so sorry, Berliner Tennis und Ping-Pong Gesellschaft Borussia. So yeah, absolutely horrific pronunciation there from me, as I'm hoping we can just see into the ground a bit here. Yeah. So that was as they were originally formed as a tennis and table tennis club, which is what the tennis und ping pong bit stands for, and then Borussia means Prussia, which is a former state of on the southeast coast of the Baltic Sea. So yeah, like I said, formed in 1902, playing the 4th division of Germany. Pretty big looking stadium, if you can see in there, sort of equivalent to like maybe League 2 standard in England. And I think they're a pretty fascinating club as well, as they the slogan is "Come as you are," and they pride themselves on diversity and inclusion. Another one of these Fußball Route Berlin. Seen a few of them. Seen them at all the stadiums we've been at, to be fair. But if we have a look, and got some more information in English. So it says Tennis Borussia Berlin, founded in 1902 as a recreational club, and soon after that added a football section in the 1920s to be developed into one of Berlin's leading teams, and competed against Hertha BSC for preeminence. So essentially they were, along with Hertha, in the early 1900s, one of the biggest teams in Berlin. So it's got a bit more, I mean there's some more in German there, but a bit more about the club and sort of what they've done, what they've won and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is open to the public, and I'm gonna get told off. I'm not actually meant to be in here, but it is open. So I'm just gonna walk in and see if we can have a bit of a look around the stadium. Okay, so we're actually in the Stadion now. Like I said, not so sure if we should be in here, but let's have a very quick look around before I get chucked out. Okay, so it's a pretty big stadium here, as you can see. Got the running track around it, sort of terraces all around. But yeah, it's decent sized ground, and as you can see, sort of seated area up there. Might see if I can have a look up there, but might be pushing it a bit. Okay, so it's closed off, so I'm not going to risk going up and having a look at the actual seated bit. If you can sort of see, sort of wooden seated, almost sort of terrace-like as well up there. But yeah, really cool to sort of have a look around here. Obviously weren't able to get into the stadiums of Union Berlin or Hertha Berlin, but we were fortunate enough to have a look around Tasmania, as that was open, and obviously the one this morning, the Sunday League ground. But yeah, absolutely fascinating. Okay, so that's it. Those are all the grounds that I wanted to have a look around here in Berlin. Sort of done all the exploring that I wanted to do. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have too. If you have, please do not forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss an upload. I really do hope you have enjoyed this sort of different type of video, a bit more of a travel vlog. Tried to get some football in here. Obviously, you know, I wanted to get to the Tennis Borussia game, but they did move it, as I said before. So I've sort of tried my best to sort of have a look around some stadiums and stuff, and yeah, hope it's been fun to watch, as fun as it's been for me to make. So yeah, thank you so much once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.